If the shoe fit, it's the things you do. Show mercy, for they don't know what they do, Father. Forgive them, for they don't see. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, bro. Now it's time to tell the truth. As you know, he been delaying. As you know, he no come. As you know, you had given up just because of the situation of you waiting. I give you that understanding. He ain't not come, so you just was like, whatever. I'm going to go back sinning. That's the truth. Oh, you don't want to say it that way. You want to make sense of it. You don't even mention it. You just do what it do, boo. You do it. But what you do, and let me tell you, is that you're doing the sin. You go back to worshiping idols. Idols that don't even speak, breathe, feed you healthy. They feed you poison, really. They feed you poison, really. And you over here in the streets, staggering. You like it. And you go ahead knowing it. And you go back to it. Stop playing. Let me tell you for what it really is. You go back to drinking that slugger drink. You go back to stumbling. That's what you went back to. Because he no come. Because he ain't not come yet. That's what you go back to? You go back into a snare. To something that was going to eat you up and try to keep you. You go back to this. You go back to these people. You go back to listening to them. You going back to trusting people that ain't never even been through what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? Because he no come. He not come yet. That's what it really is. But you want to avoid speaking of this. But you want your actions just be shown in the light. Like you just able to. And people just stand it. I can't stand it. To have you continuing in the light. Bold with the situation. I'm pretty sure this is written. But hey, I don't need no book to help me. But thanks for reminding me. Bible. Let me give credit to it. Since there's so much discredit to it. And you wonder why. I'm not asking. But what I will say is the truth. So you best to hear it. Because it is a sword, I tell you. And it goes right through. Right through your soul. Yeah, I ain't worried about your ears hearing it. Oh, your spirit do. How you feeling? You can't get past that. That's why it bothers you. What's the worst thing in your house? Is it the person that lied to you? Is it the person that stole from you? Or is it the person that see you for who you is and treat you accordingly? Ain't no kiki-kiing. Once I find out that you're fake and phony, I don't respect you. Even if I'm brokenhearted, I tell you my spirit cannot accept it. And so you will not find me in the same places feasting with you, faking it. I said again, you're the fake and phony. So why would I be any parts of that? So if you find me not being part of it, don't hate me for it. And though you hated me for it, and I couldn't understand because I was looking at it in the wrong theory. I was looking at it and seeing to know it. That how could this person hate me when we're family, when we're blood related, or when we look like each other, man? I started to see it for what it was, and I started to follow from what I knew. Not from my heart, that knowing to see is that these people ain't your family. They hate you once they realize that you ain't of them. And we blood, I tell you. But what's stronger than it? The spirit. And spiritually, you are not my family. Spiritually, that is what gets them every time. That's what they fear. That's what they hate. And so you hate me for it. I ain't not stole from you. And a person that stole from you, you still allow them to come into your home and feast with you. So you feasting with stealers and liars and deceivers and killers. And I can still say that's cool because Jesus did it. But for some reason, a person that not killed, still lied to you or on you, but instead treat you, really respect you because they're not going to be fake with you. You want rid of. You want them out your house. You uncomfortable. You feel it's negative. It's an awful feeling you just can't shake for some reason. It's in the spirit, isn't it? Because the spirit is what's stronger than anything. And even though you try to shake it, you can't for some reason. And even though you never question it, well, here it is. The understanding behind it. You hate me because of who I am. Just as my father says it. It's not that they hate you. It's that they hate me because I testify that their deeds is wicked. I see you. Even though, like I said, I didn't steal from you. I ain't really with you on what you're doing. I ain't really cool with it. So I'm gonna back from the situation. I ain't gonna be part of it. So you're gonna hate me for it? You're gonna say, oh, I can't trust you. Even though these people among you that's supposedly with you are the ones that probably stole from you, should be the ones that you actually see you couldn't trust. But you trust them because the wicked deeds that they do with you. Well, you see what's coming for you. So don't be surprised when people not even just like lead you, but they try to blame you and snatch you down because they going down to hell. Don't be surprised when they the ones that go against you, use you, blame you. They've been a liar from the beginning, and you known it. Who's really wise in the situation? Who really is the biggest fool? Who really is? I'm telling you, it's you. It's the people among you. It isn't that black sheep. It isn't ugly duckly. But let the surface show you what you think. Don't let your eyes deceive you. Yeah, they're isolated. Yeah, they're desolate. Yeah, they're not talking. Yeah, they're muted for a reason. Whether you like it now or not, they be the ones to teach you. They be the ones to remember this and never forget it. They be the ones to be scarred because of it. And that's the reason. They to be the ones to actually learn something from this. Oh, you talk about burden. They got to be the ones to learn and tell you what you do. No, I'm here to tell you that you do. You do know. Even knowing you don't. You do see. Even seeing that you don't. Because you still walk in deceit. So I say I'm here to just give you all of it. I'm here to give you the truth, mercy, understanding, and accountability. I'm not here to just tell you that you just don't see. I'm not here to tell you that when you speaking out your prayer at night, saying that you walking through the darkest valley and that you should fear no evil. Well, I'm here to tell you that that prayer of what you speaking tells me that you do know that this is the darkest valley and that there is fear and that you shouldn't or that you don't want to or that you praying for coverage amongst all of this that's here. So you see in that someone will look at you funny because it's just like, well, which one is it? Do you not know or do you? Or let me tell you, or is it that you forget that you do? So forgive them, Father, for they forget. Even though they do, they don't. And even though they don't, they do. It ain't a riddle. It's just what it is. It's that you forget who you are. You forget what you do. Oh, I forgot I did that. But that person remembered it. But they're not wrong for it. But they wrong for it. Because you can't remember it. Well, they shouldn't have to hold that burden. So I'm here for them. Just because they remember what you do and you don't, they gonna be the wrong one in the end? They the one getting scolded because of it? No. You're gonna remember what you do, even though you don't be remembering. That's the prayer you need to be speaking. The person of sense would be like, I just can't stand it. Yeah, stand the fruit of that. Stand anyone that hold to it. So I'm here for them. I'm here for all of it. I'm here to set the freaking record straight. ABC 1, 2, 3. You got them to teach you that. You come home from them other places, what they done taught you. Since you're so proud to like say you attended they church services. I said, what are you being taught then? You hypocrite. I said, you come from those places and then you change. You're not who you is when you're there, or you're not who you are when you're here. You hypocrite. I said, what are they teaching you? Kids and grown folks, because I say where you didn't just come from, because you come home not knowing nothing. You'd be disappointed, wouldn't you be? I say disappointed. Disappointed. So again, we don't have to break breadcrumbing to understand. You better teach yourself. Just as you hear, you have everything within yourself. No one has to teach you. But since you have bear witness to it in this world, you're going to sit here and say that I need to attend that service. And you attended that service and you still not learn and realize you ain't learning? No, you don't have no defect. No, you don't have no disability. Now you're making excuses? Now you're telling your own self you're retarded. Now you're telling your own self that you got comprehension and coordination problems. Really? So now you're diagnosing yourself, degrading, discrediting. They got you doing that out in these streets? You cannot see that you go there and they teach you. So that means when you go there, you just not listening, right? So you go in there not listening, but you got ears that you just don't hear. Anybody that's reading from the Bible don't mean that they the one that could just pull the sword from the stone. Anybody read from the Bible? I mean, the devil do. He's written in it. What is that gonna do for you? They ain't not worthy. The one that's worthy to read from this scroll, that's when things start popping off. 7 seals. Okay? Listen, you have to be worthy to break the seal, let alone just like open the scroll. And the one that do, things happen. You get the message? So, you're not listening when you go to these places. You're not retarded. It's just your eyes and your ears, just as you religiously read these things. So I'm going to quote from the book you holding, that you are discerned. So I guess you're discerned, right? And you tell me where that verse is located. That's you then. So I'm telling you, when you get home, why is it that you're not learning nothing? You don't see you and the things you do? You don't see the things written that it's you. You got ears not to hear and eyes not to see. You're discerned. And then when you go to those places, they false prophets. So even if they read from this scroll, it ain't gonna happen. So they've been lying. False prophesying. And then they gonna sell you this and you giving them money, right? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised if you had to pay at the door to get in some places. And don't tell me it's true, because I don't need anybody to answer this. But to find out they do, like I said, no one has to teach me, and you see why they wouldn't. And you see why you wouldn't want them to. But you see that it's good that you come to bear witness, because if I was to tell you, or someone would have told us, well, we believe it. And now that you do, what all you have to say, all you can, is that it's true. And that is the purpose, that we come here to testify that they deeds is wicked. So I believe, old dude, that they call Jesus. I believe, because that's what God told him, the will of his purpose. He said, this is not the will of me, but the will of my Father. And we come down here to testify that it's true. And that if my throne was here, they would not be prisoning me. But since my throne isn't, they're going to arrest me. They're going to prison me. It's not they don't understand. They know exactly who he is. They know exactly what this is. But for the people that they brainwashing and trying to keep sleep and trying to prohibit and trying to lead to the left and trying to lead cricket, you over here blinded. So you over here blinded while they over here feasting and mocking and celebrating these filthy festivities on the symbolic altars, as you call these churches. Listen, they don't forget. That was their motive. To have a little time to do it. Have a little time until, I have awoken, till it was time, until God has taken away what you call a firmament, taken away the wall that separates the dragon from spitting this fire. I tell you, the sword. Open the sword, unmuzzle a person. I say, well, let me loose. Let me be free. Am I done with this solitary punishment? Whatever you want to call it. I say, avenge me. I say, give me back my spirit. I say, heal me, renew my spirit. And watch what happens. I say, I come back like I ain't never left. I'm back. And that tells me he is. So you better get the freaking message. I'm not over here just talking. I don't speak for nothing. No, not my spirit. Not the truth that's within me. I say the truth that will set the freaking world free.